Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Solavei training call, Blogging and Microsites. My name is Staci Wallace, and it is my privilege to be your host this evening and talk through how do I maximize the online tools that Solavei provides. Well, many of you were a part of our team huddle call this week, and you heard what's hot every week on our team huddle at 7 p.m. Pacific. We talk about the hottest topics. It's straight meat, giving it to you straight intravenous. We try to cut out all the fluff so that you can get what you need for the week in order to go out and truly be effective. Why we call it a team huddle. Obviously, it's a time of the week when we come together as a family. It's a time of the week when we get together like quarterbacks with a team that says, here's the plays, here's what we're going to do, now go out and execute so that we can convert into touchdowns. Well, we want to convert into Solavei members who are happy users of that $49 service, 4G unlimited voice, text, and data, and also folks who are going out as social members, sharing our message with the world. Now this week on our What's Hot list, some of the topics we covered was the Solavei website, Jim Ryan's sponsor tips, the new Outreach Manager, which we're getting ready to do a full tutorial and training call on that one as well. And many of you might have seen what's available now in support that's about the Outreach Manager. It's fantastic. And we also talked about, highlighted, Solavei Microsites and marketing tools. So tonight I am very honored and privileged to have with us somebody that I call a master blogger. He's an incredible entrepreneur. Not only is he successful with his Solavei business, but he's also done something really amazing. As you can see, looks like a pretty fun guy. I can tell just by the company he keeps there. It's amazing. He's there with Mark Seamus, and that's Dawn Billings with the purple hair. These are just a few pictures from our recent Solavei launch on September 21, and it was an incredible time. As you can tell, Solavei does it up right, and we had a super time. And it looks like Jamie was having a pretty good time. I don't know if that's an Elvis pose, Jamie, or what, but it was a great time, and we were certainly excited to be a part of it and excited to see people like you. You know, tonight this call is for members of all different organizations. So if you're a part of any organization within Solavei, I just want to welcome you, want to let you know how honored and privileged we are every week to be able to bring you relevant information that you can take and execute upon in your business to truly be successful. So each week we're going to begin to bring different leaders from different groups in so that they can truly express themselves on these calls, and you don't have to wonder what other people are doing. You can actually get the hot tips right here. We want to make sure we bring that to you, and so I'm going to be excited to be like your Barbara Walters or your Ryan Seacrest, I guess. So we're excited tonight, and Jaime Jenson, again, has become a very dear friend of mine and someone that is a part of the Empowered Living Network, and he's created an incredible revolution in Solavei. But what I love about Jaime is he has taken the tools that Solavei has offered, and he's done probably one of the best jobs I've seen of making it real and relevant for people, and he's added some pretty cool widgets that tonight he's going to take us through a journey in how he does it. So let me welcome to the call tonight Jaime Jenson. Jaime, are you with us? Okay, Jaime, I'm being told by my brilliant advisors here in the office that you are on your computer, and we need to get you to connect to a telephone if you could. That would help us get you in on the calls. So Jaime, when you tap in, go ahead and just jump on top of me and let me know that you are on the call. And I'm going to go ahead and just bounce out of this screen real quick. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit about what Solavei is offering. So let's just do here. I want y'all to take a look in solavei.com. Now you can go to solavei.com/your username, whatever that might be. And then you're going to note, now there's going to be some changes here coming up. We've been testing the site with the thousands of people that are hitting it right now, and so there's some things that I think Solavei is going to be tweaking and updating all the time, doing analytics on our sites for us. But watch this. If you scroll down here, you're going to see something called Member Tools. When you go into Member Tools, these are a bunch of tools that Solavei offers for you to brand your business. When you go out and whether it's in fact, I talked to the guys today. I think the car wraps are supposed to be coming out this week, so that would be tomorrow, I'm hoping. For those of you who are wanting to wrap your car, of course, get your business cards, be able to get the library assets. You can go in here, just view all the packages that are available. You're going to see this is where you're going to be able to choose what we're going to talk about here in just a minute. You're going to be able to choose the WordPress templates for the multi-page site as well as the one-pagers that are in there. You'll also be able to see some other tools that are available, cards, flags, tents, basically everything for you to brand your business. They're making that very, very simple. So what we're going to do here is go into the View All Packages, and we're going to go ahead and show you how to get started. Okay, Jamie, are you with me?
I am. Can you hear me?
I knew if I just talked long enough, you would be there. So that was awesome. That was great. In my mind, I was seeing somebody in front of me, even though they weren't here, saying, "Stretch, Stacy, stretch." So my husband would be the first to tell you that I'm not a lack of words. So thank you, Jamie, for being a part. We're glad that you're here.
Thank you so much. I apologize for that.
No problem. We're just glad to have you and excited to, kind of hear what you've done. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to pop over. Now, for those of you who are wanting to start your WordPress, Jamie, I'm going to kind of let you just take it from here and talk to them about your site. I'm actually going to give you controls of the screen that I've got here. And that way you can go ahead and take control and let them see your site. I've got it pulled up there, and I've also given you the template page there. So I'm going to step aside, let Barbara Walters take a seat, and Jamie, show us what you got.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. It's definitely an honor to talk to everyone tonight and kind of tell you a little bit about what I've done with regards to the microsites that Solavei has been so kind to give us. First and foremost, I really love them. I think they're fantastically laid out, great designs, and you get the option of putting whatever videos you want in there, what kind of brand message you want to display. As you can see, I picked on the landing site here, I picked the Solavei mobile service, only $49 a month, no brainer. And then I put the nice little 1-minute spot on there that I thought was really, really insightful. The only thing I might recommend is you can see underneath the Contact Me, my image is a little bit smaller. You might want to put your face up there a little bit bigger so that people can identify with you a little bit more. But there's two things that I like about Solavei. They provide great tools for you. Number one, if you're not a big techie person, I totally understand. You can always use the replicated site, and that's solavei.com/your username. But if you want to try and dive into what I call as SEO or search engine optimization to kind of spread the word a little bit further and brand yourself a little bit more using Solavei behind you, I think it's really important to kind of learn a little bit about how to get your domain and how to get some hosting so that you can have this microsite. This microsite is hosted on what we call WordPress. WordPress is what they say open source, so it's a free CMS solution or content management system. It's like a free blog in essence. You do have to pay for your domain and your hosting, but those are very minimal costs. And each time you do this, I'd recommend if you go to somewhere, like a GoDaddy or something like that, that you ask them, or search for the deals that they have going on. I know that there's domains out there that you can get as low as $2.99. And also, I know that Solavei recommended DreamHost and Bluehost as hosting services. I might also like to add HostGator as another form of hosting service. And a hosting service is basically a company that pretty much houses your website. The reason I like HostGator is because you can actually call into them if you're not a techie and say, help me. I've got a new WordPress site that I want to put up. Here's my domain. How do I do it? And they're really good about helping you out. And that just, you can Google HostGator and they should pop up, hostgator.com. As I scroll through the site here, I just want to touch on a couple things.
Hey, Jamie, real quick, I just want to, can you spell that out for me? H-O-S-T, go ahead.
Yes, sorry, H-O-S-T-G-A-T-O-R, HostGator.
.com.
.com. Yeah.
Excellent. Good. I know folks are taking notes, so I'm just going to jump in, and anytime I feel like you're going a little fast and I need for folks like me for you to just say it plain, I'm going to just jump in if you don't mind. That way we just make sure everybody gets exactly what they need out of this call, and we just keep it real for them. Awesome. Thank you.
Sure. Sure, no problem. If I'm talking too fast, please slow me down. But as you go through and navigate through the site here, you'll see that Solavei has done a really good job of laying everything out for you. It's all done for you. All you basically have to do is get it set up. Everything from what is Solavei to how it works to the mobile service. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this right now. I would like to touch on the About page, if possible. Let me see. Click. Is it working? Click on the About page. Now, a lot of people have asked me, how do you get this About page? How do you get the picture down there? And how do you get the information for the About page? And then if you scroll down to the bottom there, you'll be able to kind of find a little bit more contact information about whoever that member is. And I'm going to show you how to do that here shortly. As we go in, if we can scroll back up here, let me see. Okay, the last section there is the blog. So if you click on the blog, this is the cool part about the microsite, because this is the blogging. This is where you're going to actually be able to get ranked in Google or Bing or any of those search engines. You can take about 10 to 15, 20 minutes a day to write a blog. And what I'm going to go into here is kind of show you a couple tips that you can use to actually get you ranked on the search engines, and do it relatively quickly by doing a couple of real simple things. And if we can, we'll go into click on, actually, if we can open a new tab there. There we go.
Sure.
And maybe go to Google, google.com. We're going to run, let me see, what was, whoops, wrong one. There we go. I'm going to say right here, is the iPhone compatible with Solavei? So we'll type that into the search. Oops. Search that. This is going to kind of show you how important it is for, let me see, hopefully it pops up here. If not, I'll show you another example.
Yep, there it is.
Is it there? Oh, well, look at that. I'm on the first page of Google for that particular, which I think is a pretty popular topic right now with a lot of people. So a lot of people are actually typing that in. And so what I did is I went ahead and made that the title of my blog, so that if someone types in, is that phone compatible with Solavei, you see my little picture there, you know it's me right away. And that does a real good job of branding both myself and Solavei along with my blog. So I'm going to show you a couple real easy things that you can do so that you can have those same results. And if you notice, this blog was just posted on the 25th, so it really got up there quickly. And so let me go back up here, and I'll show you how I did that. Okay, go back over to the blog. Now, when you come to the blog, to get into your back office, you, let me see, type there. Typically, you're just going to type in something like a WP-admin. Let me see, mine's a little bit different. Okay. And this will log me into my back office there. I'm going to have a username and a password. Okay. This is the dashboard in the back office of WordPress. And if I'm losing anybody, I can definitely elaborate a little bit. So, Staci, feel free to jump in.
Yeah, let me just jump in here real quick, because when we explain that this is a WordPress blog, WordPress is actually a company that provides the ability to make these blogs, make them simple. It's really for people You don't know how to make a website? Well, they're going to help you make a site. And they're going to make it as simple and easy as possible so that literally even WordPress tutorials, you can go through their tutorials and it teaches you how to set up. It's pretty user-friendly. But what Solavei has done is they've actually created cool templates for you. So you don't even have to worry about making your own template or having your own graphics. Solavei has actually done that for you. And when you want to update your blog, or basically when you want to change maybe the words on the front, or maybe you want to type in a blog, what Jamie's doing now is he's showing, and I've run a WordPress blog for many years, and it is so simple. And I'm telling you guys, I'm the least techie person in the world. But what my husband did, because he's pretty cool techie, he sat me down one day and he showed me how to do my own blog. And in doing it, just, you know, month one it was really clunky and hard for me. Month two it was getting a little better. Year two it got even better. Year three I started to become more of an expert. Year four, man, I can whip through that. So your first year, get in there. Don't be frustrated if it doesn't seem real simple, but it's something really good for you to know. Obviously, the world has gone online, and it's really good for you to take time and be able to learn these things. So, Jamie, we're in our back dashboard. Show us what's next.
Okay, great. And the other thing is to remember just to have fun, because I have a lot of fun doing this. So have fun with your writing. And basically in the dashboard here, this gives you your menu selection of all the different things that you can do in there. And I'm going to touch on the basics just to get you started today and not go into too much detail. But one of the first things I wanted to do before I go into the post was go into the plugins. And if you click on plugins and click on installed plugins there, a plugin is a tool that you can use that's going to make life a lot easier for you. And WordPress has done a great job of providing all these different plugins that basically plug into your website to make it perform better. And what you see here is this one right here I want to talk about. It's called Shareaholic, and it's an email bookmark and share buttons. And what you'll do is you basically just go up here and you click on Add New. And what the Shareaholic plugin will do will give you the opportunity to share, to make your blog more sociable. Share it with Facebook, share it with Google+. Google+ is really big, so if you don't have a Google+ account, I highly recommend getting one, because that ranking that you saw on the first page there on Google, that was because of a Google+ submission shared that I used this tool with. So you would basically go into the search field here and click on that and type in Shareaholic, S-H-A-R-E-A-H-O-L-I-C, and then you just click on Search Plugins, and obviously I already have it, so I'll show you what happens. It's going to pop up, and it's going to pop up into a field, and you're going to click on a button that says Activate Plugin, and then you're going to get the Shareaholic plugin right here. And then you can go into your Settings tab, and in the Settings tab, they call it Sexy Bookmarks there, but you click on the Settings tabs, and this is going to allow you to set up a bunch of social buttons above or below your blog, wherever you find it, wherever you want it, of all these different types of plugins. Now, I wouldn't recommend, even if you have
Jamie, real quick, let me just bounce over here and show them what you're talking about, because let's go to, I'm going to pull it up right here. Right there, just type in your blog again so that you can show them what we're looking at real quick. Oh, and okay. Then, awesome. Great. I'm just going to pop over to your blog real quick. Okay.
And then pop into
do you feel like I'm taking control from you? There we go. Okay, so you're talking about these sexy plugins right here.
Correct. Yes. That's what it's
so somebody who doesn't have, maybe they're not doing Tumblr, or maybe they're not doing Dig, they might just have Facebook there so people can connect via Facebook, or they might have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google+. They get to pick whatever ones they want to have activated right there so people can actually tap in directly to you via those links, right?
That's right. Yes, exactly. And that's perfect. Thank you for showing that. That's a lot easier to hear now. But if you go back into, whoops, there we go. get the right buttons here. You can see the ones that I have check marked. You can just check whichever ones you want. So if you don't want Stumble Upon or you don't have an RSS feed or Delicious, you can uncheck those. And then it'll go ahead and change those out for you on your blog. And each time you make a change, you want to make sure to scroll down to the bottom. A lot of this stuff, oh, let me point out one more thing. You want to make sure up here at the top, it's a little bit delayed here, I apologize. There we go. Okay, I think it's there. You want to make sure when it says use new mode to click on yes, recommended. That way you get all the latest tips and tricks that they've offered. Now if you scroll down, don't worry about all these crazy settings here. The only one you should worry about is right, I can't get it to go down here.
Sorry, I think it's because I've got the question bar open, so let me do this. Let me close the question bar, and that should help you out a little bit. Okay, there, now take it. I did see some really good questions that just came in. Sorry, Jamie, while I was messing with you, I was looking at questions.
Oh, no problem.
And so I'll ask those in just a few minutes, though.
Oh, okay. Right here it says include the like button set just above the post. You can have it there, or you can choose to have it just below the post by clicking right below that. Now it's scrolling down a little bit fast. Right below that it says you can choose to have them down below or right above the post. I like it right above the post because everybody sees it right away, and it's real easy to share for them. And then you can choose right here what kind of, they call it a CTA or a call to action you can choose to help get people to click on there and help share your message. I like share the knowledge, but you can do a whole variety of things and have fun with it. But then you scroll down to the bottom and you simply click Save Changes, and then now you have a social sharing tool that looks just like this, hopefully, right here at the top. And it's really neat too because you can see how many people have either shared it or tweeted it or whatever the case may be. It's kind of good for both parties there.
Well, real quick, Jamie, I've got a couple questions coming in. Now, is the blog included when they upload, when they go into this here, templates and logos, and they click on this one here in the zip file, is it included in that one that they're going to automatically get a blog?
Yes. You would go to solavei.com/tools/brand, and then you go down to the multi-page WordPress template, and you would actually click on where it says zip, and you're going to save that file to a specific location on your computer. Then a zip file is going to appear. I hope I don't lose too many people here, but a zip file will appear, and you're actually going to be, do you want me to actually do that?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. I think let's make the most of it. So go ahead and let's go ahead and download it. Let them walk through this experience.
Okay. That's the single page WordPress. Let me go here and click. Okay. There we go. We'll click on this. And then you want to save this to a certain location. I don't know where you want to save it to.
So Larry Wallace is my husband, and he is the one who uploaded. I'll tell you, he did it for me. So he's going to pop on and show us exactly how to do this because I really want everyone to get this and be able to do it whether on PC or Mac. Hold on just a second.
All right. How are you doing, Jamie?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing well. Okay. Then I'm going to open up a new window here. So you go into Appearance. And then you click on Themes. But let's say if you wanted to install one fresh, you go into Install Themes. And then up here, there's several different selections. You have Search, Upload, Featured, Newest, Recently Updated. Just go into Upload. And then you browse for the zip file that Staci had opened up in her Finder window. So we're just going to click Browse here. go into this WordPress multi-page templates. And this is where some people get lost. Some people try to upload this file, the one they originally downloaded from the marketing site, but as you see, you have to open up that file, and then there's a second zip file in here that says solavei-full-site_templates version 1.0.2 zip, and that's the one that you select. So you highlight that, click open, and then click install now. And then that will install it into your themes folder. Easy as that.
That was awesome. So what that basically just told all of you that are listening is I'm a kept woman, that I did not upload mine myself. What's great about tonight, guys, is whether you're like me or whether you're somebody who's really got a lot of skills like Jamie, it's possible. And once you're in there, Jamie, basically once they choose that theme then automatically loads to whatever your .com is that you chose. I happen to choose 49 or free. So you're going to choose a .com, and Jamie chose his Marketing Mania 2012, and then you're going to be able to have this full experience. So Jamie, taking a look at this now, talk to me about the blog for just a second. Somebody had asked me in one of the questions, well, Staci, is this compliant? Is this compliant with Solavei? Yes, actually, Solavei did all of this except for the blog, and that's where you are able to put in your own personal user information. And like Jamie said, it's the blog that drives you SEO, the keywords that you're using. And I want to encourage everybody, if you want to help Solavei while helping your own brand, then tag Solavei. Whenever you say Solavei, put solavei.com and make sure you make it a hyperlink and tag it back to Solavei. Same with Ryan Wirch. And what that does is that helps us drive traffic to them, which drives the revolution and drives the SEO there as well. Jamie, what else would you like to add? Besides the fact that you are totally inept when it comes to Apple.
That is definitely the case. I am pretty much Android and PC.
I love that.
But that being said, real quick, I just want to highlight how you can actually enter in the content here, and the importance of these headers or headings with regards to SEO, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Let me see, where am I at? Okay, this is the back office here. This is the what I like to call this is how you're going to get ranked right here. So if you go into the post, and you can either create a new post or go into all posts, and I kind of did a little sample. You can notice that this one is still in a draft mode. I haven't published it, and I'm not going to because this has some of the notes that I worked on a little bit earlier for everybody. But I just wanted to, if you are ahead of the game and know HTML, which is hypertext markup language, then you can click into the HTML tab there, and you can do your little HTML coding and all that kind of stuff. But for most of us, we just like the visual tab there because you can go in, and if you want to bold something, you go to bold. If you want to italicize something, you can go to italicize. Many times when you first come in to the back office to make your first post, this is what you call a WYSIWYG system, which means what you see is what you get. And what you need to do is go to this little icon here. It's called the kitchen sink. And when you open up the kitchen sink, you have a whole bunch of cool little features here that's really going to help you edit your content properly. For me, I usually don't title my posts or do any of my headlines or headers until after I've written my content. I kind of like to write my content first, and then from that, I'll establish my headers and then ultimately my title. Your title is very important, so you want to make sure that you're using a title that's loaded with the keywords that you would like to rank for. So if you're writing something about how to blog on Solavei, you might write that as your title, how to blog on the Solavei blog or whatever, because that's something somebody might type into Google trying to find out. The many people that are listening tonight, they might say, well, how do I write a blog on Solavei's blog? Well, guess what? You're going to pop up there first. There's a couple things. These right here are called headers within the blog. There is a little animal, or a little, what Google likes to refer to as a spider, or the search engines. And these spiders are sent out multiple times per day, and they actually crawl your site. The reason why these headers are so important is because you can see the top header there is a little bit larger than the second header. This is important because when the spiders go and they crawl the information on your site to see what's important, it gives them a chronological order to go and check on the information so they know what's first, what's most important, what's second most important, and so on. Now, if you have a very small header and then your second header is a lot bigger, they get confused. And by them getting confused, they're not going to go back and tell Google or Bing, hey, rank this site because it's a really good site. They're going to do just the opposite, and they're going to tell Google and Bing, hey, this isn't a very good content. It's hard to follow, so we're not going to rank it. So you get rewarded from Google spiders based on how you write it out here. So that's really easy to do, and all you do is you go right here. You click on the paragraph there, heading 1, it's real simple. You click on heading 1 after you highlight this information here. Let me highlight it. There we go. And then heading 1. There's your first header, just like that. It's that easy. Then you want to pick maybe a keyword for this passage. And in this case, maybe you want to say there's a difference between a keyword and a keyword phrase. A keyword phrase is multiple keywords in one phrase. And you usually don't want that keyword phrase to be over maybe 3 or 4 words. So we can maybe say we're going to optimize Solavei is awesome. So what I want to do with Solavei is awesome is I want to optimize it 3 times. And what I mean by that is I want to bold Solavei is awesome once. I want to italicize Solavei is awesome once. And I also want to underline Solavei is awesome once. And you usually want to do that at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. If you can, in the first paragraph and in the last paragraph. It doesn't matter where the bolding or italicize go, but you want to do that once. And that way, when the spiders come and they crawl the site, or the bots, or the robots they're also called, and they come and crawl the site, they're going to latch on to those different font types, the italics, the bold, and the underline. And that's going to help rank you as well. Let me scroll over here. The last thing you want to do on optimizing your site, and believe me, there's a lot of SEO experts out there, and they're going to tell you a bunch of different things, and you're going to hear stuff about Panda and about Penguin updates and all this stuff. But just remember this, content is king. If you write original content, don't copy from someone else's site. If you write original content, write from your heart and write for people first, and then just put in a couple things like the headers and the bold and the italicize, you're going to get recognized by the search engines. So don't worry about all the outside stuff right now. That's a lot of noise. It's just a good idea to write from your heart, write for people first, and then go back and fill in your headers and then your title. The last couple of things I wanted to talk about right here, I can't see the edge of the screen there, but
I'll move it for you. Also, it's as simple after they're done there, and I know you're getting ready to show a couple more things, is they just have to push publish, right? And it goes to their page.
Exactly. What I like to do too is click on Save Draft as I'm making it my way through there, just to save it. And then when you're ready to go, you just click Publish, and now it's out to the world. And that's there's only one more thing I wanted to cover here real fast. If I can scroll down a little bit. There we go. these tags, Staci, you were mentioning tag Solavei and stuff like that. What I like to recommend is 6 to 10 keyword tags. And I would type in Solavei or whatever you wrote about. Solavei, that's one keyword, then a comma. Type in another keyword like Solavei is awesome, comma, Solavei cell phones, comma. So you're keyword tagging, and do that about 6 to 10 times. And then that way, someone's typing in, they're going to say, what is Solavei, or I am Solavei, or what about these, or how much does Solavei cell phones cost? You want to make sure to type in Solavei cell phone so that when they're typing this into Google or Bing, it's going to recognize the same keywords that the people are typing in. And then once you're done with that, you just simply click on Add. That adds the keywords you'll see right below that. If I can bring it down a little bit. There. Okay, so you'll see that those are the tags that are done there. And the very last thing I want to show you in the back office is the featured image. Featured image is huge for SEO. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll simply add a photo or a video to their site, but they don't optimize it. And this little piece of information right here puts the cherry on top for you optimizing your site. So what you'll do is you would go in and I'm not sure, Staci, could you select a file like
sure.
A picture, any picture?
How about this?
Perfect. So this is Solavei Share, and what you'll see is let me see, I'm scrolling down here. Oops, too far. This is tough. Okay, what you'll see is the image here. This is going to tell you all of the information that you need to fill out. And this is really important because, once again, those spiders, they don't look at pictures. But this is the information you can put behind the picture so that they'll crawl that and optimize this photo. So if you've ever gone into Google Images or anything like that and you've typed in a keyword to look for an image, the reason why certain images pop up are because people have completed what is called the alternate text to help describe this photo. And this photo, I would say in this particular instance, I would want to type in something like Solavei SEO, or whatever we're writing about. And then you can type in a caption, SEO is easy with Solavei. And then a description, obviously. In a description, you don't want it to be over about 150 characters. That's about the length of a tweet, kind of, if you know Twitter. You can't have more than 140 characters in Twitter. So you would just type something, SEO is, easy with Solavei. Sorry about that. And then down at the very bottom here, you want to make sure that you click on thumbnail, because this is going to be the image that's associated, and then you click on use featured image, and then save right at the bottom. This is going to be the image that is shown whenever you go to post it on Facebook or share it wherever you're doing in social media. This is going to be the image that is represented along with your blog. So it's really important to get that done there. And you can see if you scroll over it, the alt text should pop up with a little note. There it is, Solavei Share, showing that that's what the name of this image is. So that's what the robots are going to see. Now you're ready to publish your draft. And we can go ahead and publish this if you want, and I'll just delete it later. But you publish this, and you are ready to go. Once we look at it, you go up here, click on View Post, and there it is. Here's our new post that's live to the world, and you can start sharing this with people. I would go and click on Facebook right here, or you can just copy the link at the top, and you can go on Facebook and share the post there, and you see it pops up with the little image that we've created. It has a little description of what we wrote about. You would type in here what you wanted it to say, and then you would say share link. We won't do it with this, but it's that easy. That's it. I hope that that's the right way to do it.
Jamie, this has been absolutely incredible, and first off, I've learned so much. Honestly, once your site is up, once your microsite is up, as you guys could tell, I had my husband put it up for me. And once you're in there, though, and it's up, you don't have to think about putting it up again. You just get in there, and now it's up to you just to begin to create that content that makes you relevant to your people. And, Jamie, I really appreciate you being on the webinar tonight. I know that we're going to have some other tutorials like this showing folks how to use these microsites, the landing pages, and more how-tos. So just thank you so much again, and we appreciate you. We look forward to having you back on our webinars.
Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you very much. This is awesome. I love Solavei. Unbelievable.
Well, Solavei loves you. That's awesome. Well, guys, thank you again so much for being a part of the webinar this evening. And we are going to, again, we'll be back together on our Team Huddle call this Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Look forward to sharing that experience with all of you and being able to share with you what's hot this week on Solavei. So thank you very much again, everyone, and have a great night. My name is Staci Wallace. Remember, now is the time, this is the place, and you are the ones to start the revolution. Good night, everyone.